Let's face it, not everyone has parents that buy them cars and give them lots of money to play with. So we put together a list of the top 5 coolest used vehicles under 10K that you can affordably personalize to help you stand out. And not like this guy. We will start the list with the 7th generation of the Honda Civic. They were built from 2001 to 2005. The sedans are in the 5K range, while the hatchbacks are around 10K. These have always been highly sought-after vehicles. The 7th generation featured K-series engines and had a little more room. While we are highlighting the 7th generation, the 5th or 6th generations are also great options. The Civics won't set any speed records, but there are some simple mods to help the engines. Our focus here is budget. So a simple tune-up with new spark plugs and air filters will keep the engine running better. Unless you want to spend a ton, we don't recommend chasing the horsepower bug. With the Civics, standing out and making a statement is where it's at. There are tons of different spoilers and body kits available. You can go mild or wild with these depending on what suits you. Just make sure you pair it with the appropriate wheels and tires. The nice thing about Civics is you cannot fit a huge wheel-tire combo. This limits the options and the prices are much more manageable. Addressing the suspension is a good idea, with these cars being 20 years old. On the cheap side, new shocks are the minimum, but a complete suspension lowering kit will make a considerable improvement. Lastly, have a couple custom decals to accent who you are and what the vehicle is. Simple things like under construction or really anything you want can make a huge difference and make the car more recognizable. Number 4 is the most fun vehicle on the countdown, the legendary Mini Cooper. This car may be small, but it packs a punch with its impressive performance and iconic design. Whether cruising around the city or hitting the open road, the Mini Cooper S will turn heads and make a lasting impression. The Mini Cooper can easily be had for 10K. In fact, there are a lot of 2010 Cooper S's for less than 10K. These are super fun cars to own and drive. The best way to personalize these is by adding huge graphics. The Minis are famous for their British flags and bright decals. Adding giant decals or wraps is the best way to go here. The only word of advice with a Mini is to watch the repairs. While these cars are getting cheap, their parts are still expensive. Do your best to find a good condition Mini. If you're looking for an S, see if the freeze plug in the head has been resealed. They put a freeze plug under the valve cover for whatever reason, and around 100K it lets go. Ask me how I know. This will basically total your engine in a heartbeat, and a new power plant is a lot of money. Third on our list is the Ford Focus, specifically the hatchback. The last generation of Focus STs was available from 2013 to 2018, and you can find nice 2015s for 10K. These are compact cars known for their fuel efficiency and reliable performance. A couple of simple modifications are needed to help out the reliability of the car. First, as with the Civic, a tune-up is a good start. Then replacing your stock motor mounts with better quality ones from CPE will help reduce vibration and improve traction. Next, adding an oil catch can reduce the amount of oil being transferred into the intake through the PCV or positive crankcase vent. This will reduce oil consumption and improve combustion efficiency. The STs do respond well to a downpipe replacement. It is a challenging DIY job, but it will help the exhaust flow and improve the car's sound. If you aren't up for that challenge, a Cobb Cat Pack system will give you a killer sound. There are only a few great body kits for the STs. We would stick with tinting the windows. A good wax job can change the look. If you're looking for more, wrapping a single front fender can change the appearance and be a DIY job. Moving on to number 2. It's one thing being noticed, another thing is to be remembered. With the first generation Chrysler 300 Hemi on our list, you're guaranteed to make a lasting impression. The 300 Hemi will be unlike any other car you've ever driven. This American classic is a throwback to the muscle cars of the 60s and 70s. With its powerful engine and sleek design, you'll feel like you're cruising on air. The Hemi under the hood is like a wild beast. You can easily get carried away and spend all of your time fixing things that break from the power. Or you can play it smart, do a few simple modifications, and enjoy your beast. An LMI cold air intake paired with a nice Borla or MagnaFlow exhaust system will wake the car up. Adding a catch can is a minor modification that can make a big difference in the longevity of your Hemi engine. This inexpensive and easy-to-install device helps to prevent oil buildup and deposits in your engine, which can cause damage over time. From there, it's a matter of pairing the right wheels with the right suspension. Figure out what wheels and tires you want to run, then upgrade the suspension to give you the appropriate wheel gaps and stance. And moving on to number 1. When you think of versatile and practical vehicles that balance performance and fuel efficiency, what do you think of? No, seriously, what do you think of? For us, the last one on this list, and probably the most surprising for most of you, is the second-generation Toyota Tacoma Extended or Crew Cabs. With a reputation for durability and dependability, the Tacoma truck can handle whatever you throw, whether hauling your broken bike, navigating off-road trails, or commuting in the city. In addition to that, you will be everyone's best friend when they need to move or buy something. While these are long-lasting trucks, we regularly see them in the 200 to 300,000 mile range. Replacing your water pump and throttle positioning sensor, or TPS, would be a good idea. These two items do regularly cause some issues. When it comes to standing out, consider using a leveling kit or lift kit. Factory trucks are lower in the front. A simple leveling kit can change the look of the truck, but a lift kit will make a greater impression if you want to stand out. Paired with the right wheel and tire combination, and the truck will look completely different. From there, a great decal running the length of the vehicle or a large one on the cab can make the truck stand out. These can be as simple as tire tread marks or mud splash patterns. You don't have to go crazy or expensive here, but these really change the look of the truck.